Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I will be telling you a story. A story about what? A story about a tuition and some chemical reactions inside the body of a possible relationship. I think I can explain in this way as much correctly as I can. So let's dive deep into this video. First of all, a boy wants to crack IIT, so he went to a tuition. There he started to study. In the very first attempt, after passing class 12, he gave the JEE main exam, and there he scored pretty much bad, which was far below his expectations. And after giving the exam, he did not flip over the note copy or the question paper that he brought from the exam hall, because he was very much underconfident. On that night only he started to study, and then on the next morning he woke up early, and then he again started to study. He continued to study in this way, but after 5 days he realized that he needed a tuition, a group tuition for study, which will help in his self-study. So now he told his guardians about his plan, that he want to join a group tuition which will help him to clear his JEE main exam. And then his parents agreed, and they organized a tuition really for him. And then on the first class nothing much happened. Actually the guy is a little bit of introvert type of boy, so he did not take off eyes from his note copy, on which he was writing almost everything that the teacher was speaking. Actually on that day the chemistry teacher was taking his class, so he was always writing. Most of the time he was writing, and everybody was using the toilet once in 4 hours. The class was all total of 4 hours timing, but he did not even lift himself up from the place he sat from the initial time. Now what happens? On the second day he becomes a little more frank towards everybody. He starts to recognize everybody gradually, and now on the second date he notices a girl sitting just in front of him, and she looked pretty nice to him. She looked pretty nice, and also beautiful, I can say. I don't know, ask him. I can just say nice and beautiful. Yes, that is all I can say. He saw the girl, he liked her way of answering, he liked her almost what had he seen on the day. He liked her everything, her behavior, the way she spoke, the way she answered, and even her handwriting. But the irony here is that the boys, his handwriting was better than the girls. Now he was pretty attracted to her. On that night he could not sleep, and on the next day he again saw that girl. He tried to speak with her, but he could not. So he started to gain confidence, watching various videos on the internet, how to confront, how to tell, how to make the first move, or how to just talk, how to spell something, how to take out words from his mouth in front of whom he want to confront something. So he watched various videos. He is trying to gain the motivation, gain the confidence from wherever he can get. One day the chemistry teacher told that he is going to take test of all total 4 chapters that he had taught to his children. So the boy thought that this was his real chance to prove something to that girl. So he went home on that day and studied the whole night. He barely got to sleep in that whole week. And then uh, finally the time came when on that particular day, it was the day of exam, it was the day of the revision test, and he topped. He also scored nearly full marks, but not exactly full marks he scored, but he was the top in the whole group, in the whole batch. So uh, he did not have to approach the girl. Instead the girl approached him, which was pretty much surprising for him. The girl approached him, and one thing he learned from the internet, to do a firm handshake. He did all those things, and then somehow the girl vanished on the next day. It was, I think, the 12th date, the 12th class. The girl is no more. Then he talked to his friends, to the teacher, and he got to know that that girl died 10 years ago. She used to read in that tuition only 10 years ago, but she committed a suicide due to depression, and then she hung herself. And this kind of sightings were reported after that time by various students. Some said and some did not, and also some students entered into the depression and stuff like that. They went to black magic and stuff like that, but he was all right, and he was successful to move on.